Moving to the Cleveland area can be kind of tricky as far as deciding what city you want to end up in, but in today's video we are going to be touring a home over in Avon Lake, Ohio, which is just west of Cleveland, and the amenities that Avon Lake has to offer are amazing. Now the home that we're going to be touring today has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it comes in just over 3,000 square feet, so you have plenty of room to grow into, or if you already have a bigger family, it is a great opportunity to just move straight into and have all the space that you'll probably ever need. Now this home is located in a great area. You have less than a 10-minute drive to get to the high school, and you have 2 different shopping plazas within a 10-minute drive as well. If you go a little bit further south, you have access to an even bigger plaza where you're going to have all of your retail, grocery, and your restaurants, and there you are probably going to spend the bulk of your time because it has everything from Giant Eagle to Menards to Lowe's, Kohl's. You have a ton of different opportunity to go to different stores. Now as far as amenities go, this home is just north of a golf club, so if you are into golf, you have the opportunity to go spend your evenings and relax at the golf course. Now if you're not into golf, you have the opportunity to go over to Huntington Beach over in Bay Village and just sit on Lake Erie and listen to the water. And now closer to the shopping plaza that I told you about earlier is where you're going to have all of your highway access. That's going to give you very quick access to pretty much anything in the area. If downtown Cleveland, it's probably a 30 to 40 minute drive. Now if you're going to catch a game downtown, make sure you leave a little bit early because the attention that the Guardians, Browns, and Lake Erie Monsters draw are pretty big, so you want to have that time built in to park, walk over to the stadiums, and actually see the events themselves. Now if you're looking to move to the Avon Lake area, feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down in the description below. My name's Sam Oler and I'm your Cleveland area realtor. But with all that being said, let's hop right into this walkthrough because it's such a cool house.
So this is the home that we are going to be touring today. We've got a 2-car garage, and I think elegance is going to be the theme of this video today. It's just such a cool feeling house, and I think it has a lot of opportunity as far as the ability to be brought into today's times. However, just the way it sits is pretty nice. You are able to just move in and get completely situated and just working on life as it is, or you can do a little bit of work and modernize it a little bit and actually really start to turn this home into something special. Now right off of the front of the house you have a study, and this room is all wood with a lot of wainscoting and a ton of built-in storage. Now as we start to work our way back in, you'll notice the hardwood floors in the entrance of the home, and you'll have a French door that opens up into this section of the house. Now off to the left of the entry of the home you have a living room, and this living room is a decent size. It's open to the dining room as most layouts are in this area, and it's a carpeted floor with the original trim, and pretty much everything in this home is original, so you're going to want to keep that in mind. And then in the dining room you've got your hardwood floors that have been stained a cherry color, and you've got a little bit of molding in the middle of the wall to give it a little bit of separation. And in the kitchen, you've got some laminate floors and original cabinets that are a darker stained wood, and it's really nice. I think the cabinet pulls are a little bit outdated, but if you were to update those, I think that would make it feel a lot better. Now, the laminate countertop can easily be replaced as long as it's not glued to the cabinets themselves. It might make demo a little bit tricky as far as that goes. Now this room has a ton of storage, and you have a little sitting area if you wanted to make a little desk out of it, and you're missing one of the faces of the cabinets, so that's kind of a bummer. So if you're going to be moving into here, you are probably going to want to do a little bit of work before you get the kitchen up and running again. But the kitchen has a ton of opportunity as far as making it some sort of a dream kitchen because it's got the space and the natural light coming in to support that. Now off of the backyard of the house you have a pretty large yard, and it looks like they had a pool at some point. It's going to need some landscaping as there's some dead spots of grass and you have to fill in the grass where the pool was. But that concrete patio gives you a good starting point to make a outdoor oasis. Now there is another section that you can use for dining in the kitchen, and that leads you into a family room, which is a step down, and that also circles back into the entryway of the home. Now as we start to go into the family room, you've got yourself a fireplace, and that fireplace is in functional condition. And this room also leads you out to the back patio through the gliders, and as we start to swoop around you have a better view of the fireplace. Now this brick is a little bit outdated, so I would suggest maybe painting the brick and then doing some sort of different hearth, and that'll make it really modernized for a pretty cheap price. And if you start to work further into the family room, you've got a little bit extra storage in this hallway. However, I don't know if that's the perfect use for that. There's a little bit better opportunity. Maybe you can make it a closet or something. That way guests can't really see it. Now through that hallway, you have access to your laundry room, and that is going to serve as a mudroom as it goes out to the garage as well. And you are going to have your first half bath on this floor as well. Now in this bathroom, it is all original, so you're going to probably want to get a new vanity in there and some different countertops, but it works as is. As we start to work our way back through the family room, we are going to work our way into the basement. Now this basement is a finished basement, so you are going to have a ton of bonus living space. Now that is off of the entryway between the kitchen and the entryway, so we are going to probably end up closer to the middle of the house, I would guess. And directly off to the left at the bottom of the basement, you've got a storage room. Now the light in here wasn't working, so I couldn't turn it on. And off to the right, you have your living space. Now in your living space, you've got your electrical panel, and since this house is newer, it's all up to code, and you're not going to have to worry about knob and tube or anything like that like you would in an older house. But as we work our way through the basement, you have a mechanical room where you're going to have your furnace, your hot water tank, and anything else. This one, in fact, has a sump pump and also your central vacuum system for the home. Now, the central vacuum system allows you to plug in a little hose and use the vacuum anywhere in the house. Now, this is one of the biggest hot water tanks I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what size it is, but I can see why they left the old one down here. It's absolutely massive, and I cannot imagine trying to get it out of there. Now this furnace is a older furnace, so you are going to want to keep that in mind too. Now when we write offers on these homes, we want to make sure that we get home warranties, because it is going to kind of cover you and give you the peace of mind that if the furnace was to go bad, or maybe the hot water tank, they'll replace it for a small fee, which is basically a deductible, but they don't call it a deductible. And it's just an extra added security for you, so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars at one time replacing those. Now, as we start to work our way up the staircase, you are going to have a carpeted second floor. And directly at the top of the staircase, you are going to have your master bedroom with a French door that leads you into it. And the ceilings are vaulted. However, they aren't completely vaulted. I'm not entirely sure what you would call that. So if you know, definitely leave it in the comments below, because I don't know what the name for that is. Now in the master bedroom, you have a walk-in closet with a ton of rack storage. It's on both sides of the walls, so you are going to have more than enough room to store all of your clothing. Now the master ensuite is going to have a tub, the shower, a double vanity, and your toilet. And this is going to be a little bit outdated, as well as everything is original in this home, like I've said before, and you're going to probably want to update it, but this bathroom is so massive that you're going to have the opportunity to make it something truly great. You can get a true soaker tub in there and a full-size shower if you really wanted to. That way you're not cramped in that single shower. And then you also have a separate room for the toilet, so if someone was getting ready, you could still have the access to use that toilet without bothering them. Now further down the hallway, we are going to take a look at that spiral staircase, but before we go over that way, we need to check out this first room. And you've got a 48-inch closet, so that's got the bifolding doors, and you're gonna have a ton of space to store your clothing in there. And this is the spiral staircase from above, and I'm really glad they added this feature because it makes it feel elegant, especially for the time period that this home was built. You don't normally get that style, and I think it is a really pretty look. Now at the top of the stairs, connected to one of the bedrooms, you have another full bathroom, which is going to have a double vanity in it, which is going to allow two people to use it at one time, which comes in very convenient for when you have kids that need to brush their teeth at night and just go through their bedtime routine. Now this tub is a drop-in tub, and it's all one piece, so there is pretty much no maintenance besides just cleaning it every once in a while just so it doesn't get moldy. So those are very easy to maintain. As we work our way further into the hallway, you have another bedroom, which this one has 2 bifold door closets. So the amount of storage that you have in this is insane. Actually, like, most of these houses do not offer that kind of opportunity to store all of your clothes in. Now, the final bedroom has a laminate floor, so this one is going to feel a little bit different than the rest, and you are going to have that double bifold door that is missing from this room, but you have the opportunity to put a new one in.
If you made it this far into the video, it shows that you might want to move to the Avon Lake area, and if you do, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information is down in the description below, but if it makes it a little bit easier for you, you can feel free to call or text me here. If you find yourself down in the description checking out my social media, make sure you click that like button before you go because it's going to help me out a ton. But with all that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.